Chapter 14. Storing Intellect. Ponder point. We can communicate with the help of signs, symbols and speech. Suppose you have an idea. You can communicate it by either saying it to someone, or by writing it down. Think which would be a more effective method of communication and why. Read about human expressions. Reading objectives. Written communication. The development of scripts and ways of writing numbers. The making of paper and development of printing. Braille. Light of knowledge. We can pass on our ideas one person to another through reading or writing. Dance form shows sign language while painting uses symbols. In ancient times, knowledge from teacher to pupils transferred orally from generation to generation. This is why knowledge was limited with a few educated people. Written communication. In the Mesopotamia civilization, the Sumerians were the first to develop a system of writing, called a script, using signs, over 5,000 years ago. They wrote their signs on block of clay, called tablets. The Chinese and Japanese scripts are based on pictures and symbols even today. Most languages use system of alphabet now. About 50 different alphabet systems are used in the world today. The Roman alphabet, which is used to write the English language, has 26 letters. In India, the oldest script discovered was in seals of the Indus Valley civilization. No one has yet been able to read the script. The Indian languages today have been derived from the Brahmi script. The Hindi language is based on the Devanagari script. Get to know more. Alphabets are nothing but symbols representing different sounds human produces. The first proper alphabet system to be used was probably developed in Syria, about 3,500 years ago. The development of scripts and writing numbers. Early humans used pictures and symbols to keep records of animals they killed, sticks and stones, even pictures were used to count. The Romans developed a system of writing numbers in which 7 symbols were used to write numbers from 1 to 1 million as I, V, X, L, C, D, M. The Hindu-Arabic system was developed in India more than 2,000 years ago. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 represent any number, large or small. Get to know more. Ancient Indian mathematician Aryabhat invented 0. Its revolution is the way people wrote numbers. The making of paper and development of printing. The word paper is derived from papyrus. The ancient Egyptians used the stem of a plant called papyrus to make paper about 4,000 years ago. The Chinese made paper from the wood pulp about 1,900 years ago. Earlier, books had to be written by hand on paper. This was slow and laborious. Books were therefore very rare. They were available to aristocratic people. Development of printing was started in China. They prepared wooden blocks by cutting designs on its flat surface. Ink was applied on the block and it was pressed on paper. This method was used by the Chinese to print books, around 2,000 years ago. A revolution came with the invention of printing press in 1450, by Johann Gutenberg. He made several small metal molds of the letters of alphabet, that could be arranged to form words. This is called typesetting. Ink was applied to the typeset pages and they were pressed on paper to get the impression. Books now can be printed much faster and in larger number. Braille, light of knowledge. Visually challenged person reads through a special script called Braille. This script was developed by Louis Braille in France. In Braille, the letters of each word are printed in patterns of small dots. These dots are raised from the surface of the paper, so that the visually challenged can feel them with the fingers. Braille is read by lightly running their fingers along these dots. Literacy is the key to progress. The written words and pictures need not be stored on paper now. They can be stored on computer storage devices such as CDs, DVDs, pen drives and hard disks. These require far less storage space than paper. Searching dictionary. Script. A system of writing a language. Visually challenged. A person who cannot see. Word to know. We can communicate with another person either by speaking or writing. Most languages today use the system of alphabets for writing. Paper was made first time in China. Block printing was introduced afterwards. Johann Gutenberg brought about a revolution in printing by using reusable types. The Braille script can be read by visually challenged people with their fingers.